The seventh was called Manananggal, and his purpose was to show himself at night to many persons without his head or entrails. In such wise, the devil walked about and carried or pretended to carry his head to different places, and in the morning returned it to his body, remaining as before alive. This seems to me to be a fable, although the natives affirm that they have seen it, because the devil probably caused them so to believe. This occurred in Catanduanes, customs of the Tagalogs. Come in. Welcome to the House of Somber. Have a seat, and let me take you on a journey of darkness and mystery. In the heart of the Philippines, nestled amidst lush greenery and vibrant culture, lies a hidden danger lurking in the shadows of the night. The Manananggal, a mythical creature of folklore, is said to be a woman who can detach her upper body from her lower half, taking flight in search of human prey, particularly pregnant women and newborns. Ilara, 6 months pregnant, in a world away from her London home. This vacation was meant to be a tranquil escape, but the whispers had started, hushed tales from the locals in the remote island village about things that haunt in the dark, things that weren't quite human. She would dismiss them as folklore, charming local color. Now, under the oppressive weight of the full moon, a prickling unease crawled beneath her skin. The rented bamboo hut cracked with every gust of wind, the flimsy walls offering little comfort. Her husband Ben slept soundly beside her, oblivious. Ilara, however, was wide awake, a strange restlessness gripping her. The usual gentle flutters of her baby felt different tonight, almost frantic. Then she heard it, a soft, leathery flapping, like the beating of enormous wings just outside their window. Her heart skipped a beat. It couldn't be a bird. The sound was too deliberate, too heavy. A low, guttural clicking followed, a sound that seemed to vibrate in the very marrow of her bones. Terror, cold and sharp, pierced through her. The local stories flashed in her mind. The Manananggal, the creature that separated at the waist, its upper torso taking flight to haunt the unborn. Ilara squeezed her eyes shut, clutching her swollen belly. Please, no, not my baby. The flapping grew louder, closer. She could almost feel the air being displaced by the monstrous wings. A shadow vast and grotesque flickered across the thin walls. Then silence. Ilara looked around and observed. Suddenly, the weak window lock broke with a loud crack. A long, thin finger with a sharp nail pushed through the broken window. Ilara tried not to scream, her heart beating fast. The finger scratched along the bamboo, moving around, trying to find something. Then it was gone. Silence. A thud from the roof. Then silence again. She looked up, her eyes wide open from shock. A very long, thin, proboscis-like tongue, wet and sticky, going down from the roof to her belly. She scrambled out of the bed, her pregnant body surprisingly agile in her fear. Ben stared, groaned sleepily. "What's wrong?" He mumbled, still half conscious. "There's something above," she whispered, her voice trembling. Ben woke up just as the roof shook hard. Pieces fell down. Then, part of the roof ripped open. In the bright moon, a woman's torso, severed at the waist, floating there. Her wings were wide open, and her long, dark hair moved in the wind. She looked right at Ilara's belly, grinning like she's going to eat it. Her eyes shone red and evil. Ben finally jolted awake, his eyes widening in disbelief and horror at the grotesque spectacle. He instinctively shielded Ilara, but he was just a man against a creature of nightmare. Ilara screamed, a primal sound of pure horror. She felt a searing pain, a sharp rake across her abdomen. The Manananggal shrieked in frustration as Ben shoved a nearby table, momentarily disrupting its attack. They had to get out, but where? There's a lot of birds outside, flying around the roof of the house. Ben looked outside to see if there's someone they can ask for help. It's dark outside, and only a pig and a weird big dog are outside that are strangely calm, like they're waiting for something or someone. Ilara, shaking in terror, remembered a local superstition. She grabbed a handful of salt from the small kitchen counter and hurled it at the creature. The Manananggal hissed, recoiling slightly as the salt seemed to burn its exposed flesh. It was a small window of opportunity. Ben grabbed Ilara's hand, pulling her towards the damaged wall. They scrambled through the opening. The creature, in rage, shrieked, following them into the darkness. They both screamed for help. Luckily, the people started to get out of their houses, some with walis tingting, a hard broom, some with itak, a bolo knife, enough to scare the Manananggal away. Scared for their life, the couple stayed awake the whole night in one of the villagers' homes and left the place as soon as they could, booked the flight home, and swore to never come back again. That's it for tonight. Don't forget to lock the door on your way out. Goodbye.